And we're now joined in the studio by international relations expert Dr. Emmanuel Navon. Thank you for being on the program tonight. Emmanuel, what does the victory in Aleppo mean in terms of Assad's dominance in the country and maybe the sustainability of his leadership?
Well, first of all, it means that the West is no longer going to be able to demand his removal from power. I remind you that in the past few years, the official position of the United States and major European countries was that Assad could not stay in power. Obviously, this is not going to happen. With the support of Russia and the Russian Air Force, he was able to recover a lot of his territory, especially Aleppo. And it's obvious today that he's going to remain in power, and that thanks to, because of Russia, the West is simply no longer going to be able to demand his removal from power.
Exactly. And those recent days, we heard very strong words coming from the international community. What can we expect in terms of the actual involvement of the West, maybe?
First of all, the West has been completely helpless and hopeless, I would say, regarding Syria. There's been a lot of hesitation in the past 3 years regarding what to do in Syria. At the end of the day, Russia came in and really decided, did whatever it wanted to do. Today we hear protests from Western governments, but that's mostly it. It really reminds me of the powerlessness of Western democracies 80 years ago in the Spanish Civil War. And I think that what we have to wait for is what is going to be the policy of the new Trump administration in the United States, and also after the French election in May. If the conservative candidate François Fillon wins the election, he also talked about changing European policy vis-a-vis Russia and Syria.
And we keep talking here about the West. Some citizens in recent days, also this week, took to social media and posted heartbreaking videos, I would call them. So calling on the West to really take action or maybe just raise awareness. But why aren't we seeing the same calls upon Arab countries, maybe towards Egypt, towards Qatar?
Well, I think that's very clear here. What we have today is basically a victory not only for Assad and for Russia, but also for the Shiite axis of Iran and Hezbollah, and of course all the Arab countries, especially Saudi Arabia, that supported the rebels, and the Gulf countries are not saying anything because obviously they're very upset, and they didn't expect such a victory for Assad, and they're probably trying to figure out what is going to be the next step.
Emmanuel Navon, thank you so much for your insight.